This is Charlie Melendez, president of the Ghetto Brothers. He was born and has lived all of his life on these streets. To Charlie Melendez, the Ghetto Brothers group is the only family that he has ever truly known. And so, the killing of a ghetto brother, particularly someone as important to the group as Black Benji was, demands, in the context of what may pass for life in the South Bronx, a response of more violence, more killing, a kind of escalation of the continuing war of these young men against each other as reflections of daily elements of oppression. The mirror images of this oppression, the promise of an unfulfilled aspiration, a crap game bet of $1 that may result in a corner knife fight, and yet another irrational killing, or, yet more subtly, the free flow of drugs in this community and its accompanying genocide that destroys with a terrible, gnawing hunger.
When I walk around, I like to think, and I think that maybe it's that I'm crazy, or maybe it's just that I like to do this, but when I walk around, I like to look at things, and I'd be looking around, and I see so many of my Puerto Rican and Black brothers all strung out on dope, and I see them stealing, and I see them selling each other, I see them selling each other's clothes, and going through all these changes, and this is what turned me off, and I said, damn, it's gotta stop sometime.
The youth groups are wired to each other by rumor. Hence, the question of what is truth becomes the major obstacle to any course of heading off violent retaliation by other gang groups, as well as the Ghetto Brothers. Charlie Melendez and Playboy, one of the group members, returned to the scene of the killing of Black Benji.
We came down the stairs, right? And we stopped there. And there was about 13 to 20 of us. And then when we looked down, we seen them. And that you couldn't even see the end, the corner. That's how many there were. And then when we got to the bottom of the stairs, when they could have seen us, there was only about 9 of us. So that's when they started, tracking towards us. And when they was tracking towards us, they was hiding the weapons, was hiding the weapons. That's when Benji came out, and Benji said, he took a step forward and he said, listen, brother, we're here to talk peace. And the guy, he came out and he said, I don't know, he said, piece of shit. And he must have took a jump. It looked like he threw a kick, but he must have took a jump to grab a pipe, So when he had the pipe and he started swinging it. So when he started swinging it, that's when the guy pulled out the machete, and that's when they all had us all surrounded, And then, when he started swinging it, we moved back, and I started swinging the belt. Because I panicked, I started swinging the belt. So Benji said, tip, brother, tip, because there was too many. So when we started running, Benji was right, on my right-hand side. So, I heard a noise, pow, like a slap. And Benji had got hit in his stomach, and he tripped.